Everybody, welcome to another Hobby Break video. This is another in the terrain series that I'm releasing today. Again, there'll be links to all the others in the other videos. Last video I talked about building like your own kind of ruined village, burned out buildings, that kind of thing. Now this one is going to feature several different kinds of components from GameMat.eu, and kind of just to spoil sort of the review part of it, for my money, they make the best ruins that you can get for the price that you can get. So they have this kit that has all these ruins that I'll give you a little bit of more detail on. These are very, very sturdy pieces, and you can configure these even, and the price point is much, much less than, you know, for example, like a Games Workshop ruins, and these are going to be much sturdier. These aren't just, you know, plastic sprues that you assemble and put together. Let's just go ahead and take a look at them. Okay, so I've got them here laid out on a 6 foot by 4 foot mat, and this mat actually also does come from GameMat.eu. You can see it's got the nice grass texture and so on there. So I'm just going to kind of give you a nice scan. Now, these, as I said, these are very sturdy. You know, they're not foam, they're not plastic sprues. They're very, very thick, very, very sturdy. I'm not going to throw it across the room. You know, you'd probably chip an edge or something, but you certainly wouldn't break this thing in half unless you threw it as hard as you could and you were a Major League Baseball player. But these are very, very sturdy, and they come in these different sets here. Now you can buy these individually, so that you've got kind of these different corner pieces. You can see I've got the fourth one up there, so you could make like a little sort of larger ruins out of, you know, a set of littler ruins there. And then they have some of these medium-sized ruins like this, and there's nice detail in here. So if we get up close to the brick, this is very, very well done, etched. You could if you wanted to go back in here with a little bit of paint yourself, you know, maybe add blood or, you know, something else, or add some flocking, some grass and things along the bottom. But these come painted like this, so it's pretty much just ready to go right out of the box. So there's the back, so they've got little ledges and things. You can see we've got various kinds of ways to break up line of sight and so on. And so here's another sort of extra medium. I'll get to the super large one here in a minute. So you've got these windows and stuff here. Now here's the cool thing. Let me set down the tripod here. They also come with these little sort of like doorways, so these you can pop in to these various spots. Let me just put this in here. They fit very, very snugly, so you have to kind of just work your way in there. There we go. And so we've got that there snapped in, and now, well, not quite snapped in, but there we go. So that's snapped in there, and now it's got this. So you could have like a breakaway terrain and, you know, knock it out of there, or if you just want to kind of break up kind of your paths of your line of sight within the game, you can do that. You could have a very open one game and then very closed off on the next game there. Let's see, there's another piece here. This is similar to that. So you can see what we actually get is we get 2 of these sort of medium large pieces, 2 of these sort of smaller medium pieces here, and then 4 of these small pieces like that. Then we also have now this very, very large piece. We'll call this one extra large. And let's just tilt the camera up a little bit. It's very large. It's got this cool sort of spire right here. It's got kind of an inner courtyard type of idea. And we also have these skinny pieces here to set in like so. Let me do this either way. So you can see that way. So you can either have these open or closed, and that's pretty cool. I mean, not a lot of these terrain pieces that you get that I've found, you know, allow you to configure them this way, and it's just super easy. Just pop them in or out as you wish. So that's pretty cool. I really enjoy these. Now, if you go to GameMat.eu, I'll have the link in the description of the video. You can see this. They have a more, I guess you call it modern or sci-fi. This stuff you could work in like 40K or futuristic, any kind of futuristic sci-fi or fantasy, or even like World War II stuff. I mean, these brick ruins are a pretty universal kind of thing. But there's one last thing I wanted to show you. So I also wanted to show you this 4x4 sort of ice map here. Now, some of you know I've been playing Frostgrave, and Frostgrave plays on a 3x3, so I just kind of built in like a little bit of a border here, and throwing down these runes here pretty much covers you in terms of the terrain that you'll need. You know, you want a little bit more than what I'm showing here just to kind of block up line of sight, or, you know, add some more scatter terrain. You might add in like a little sort of scenario specific, you know, token or terrain or something here. But I just wanted to show what it looks like with just the Gothic Ruin set. from GameMat.eu. So just kind of give you a good sense of it and sort of the evocation of theme that's going to happen here. So just talk a little bit about Frostgrave because I haven't reviewed it yet. So you might get NPCs like this Minotaur coming in, and some of your soldiers might have to deal with them, and your wizard may be activating the different soldiers there. Here we've got maybe another wizard, or maybe this is the apprentice with his little hound that he's controlling there. Maybe some demons have spawned in the particular locale where you're trying to uncover treasure. And so you can see you get a lot of cool vantage points and so on. Let me just zoom into the larger demon over there, get a better angle on it. And up here we have sort of a vampire looking elf fella up there. Zoom out. So the terrain looks really, really good. And once you get the ice mat, it looks really cool. So these guys have all come in and ventured to this far off city to try to uncover magical treasure and so on. And it gives you lots of nice line of sight vantage points. You can really play around with this stuff. And like I said, I think it's about 130 for the set, where if you compare it to like buying a couple of Pegasus hobby rune sets, you'd have to buy a few of those, and you still won't have quite as much in terms of runes. There's a couple other places the Games Workshop sells their runes kind of in their 40K line. So this is a nice way though to just kind of give like a injection of terrain of ruins into, frankly, whatever system that you've got. Like I said, World War II, 40K fantasy, whatever. And it's really good stuff. I mean, really, really sturdy, good stuff. And it's got the configuration possibilities with the different doors that you can even throw out as scatter terrain and so on. And I think it's great. So I just thought I would show it to you. I know we've been more craft oriented, but some people don't have time or the inclination to do that, and I think this is one of the best deals that you can get out there. And frankly, I've been researching for months all the different kinds of terrain pieces and things that you can buy, and there are some deals that can be had, but in terms of like just an overall off the shelf package, because everybody that buys this is going to get this exact thing here. This is going to be a really great deal. GameMat.eu, and definitely take a look at the link below. And they also have a whole variety of different game mats, not just ice and forest. There's all kinds of futuristic ones and wasted blasted lands, and they're all this neoprene material here, which you can fold up. And I should have mentioned, they come with this bag here. So each of these has a bag that you can roll up and throw over in the corner there. So that's also very handy in terms of storage. Okay, thank you.